Hi guys, I am Bisola Aiyeola, and on today's episode of Real Talk, I'm here at Hans and Renee to talk to some actors about their craft in a growing industry and how they thrive in Nollywood as a whole. Let's go, guys. Hi, Eso. Hi, Jemima. Hi, Efa. Mr. Iwara.
Sister Uche.
Thank you guys for taking out time to be here with us today on Real Talk. So our topic is nothing too serious, nothing too heavy. It's what we do for a living, thriving in Nollywood.
We thrive in Nollywood for a living? I
We
love it.
are thriving.
Amen.
Are we
Amen.
not?
We are
Amen.
thriving.
We are
thriving.
thriving. Amen. Amen.
In
I
life,
slave
we
for a
thrive.
living.
Amen.
You slave for a living.
Yeah.
You know, it's all part of thriving.
Leave me.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me start with you. Is this
Yeah.
what you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, more or less. The arts have always been something that's been in my family. My mom teaches drama and literature. So, and I did a bit of theater before I went to study law. So it's always been in the works, regardless of what I was doing at any particular time. So up until I decided to commit to it fully. So, yeah.
And when did you make this decision?
2014 to
2014.
move to Lagos.
To move to Lagos. Where were you?
Abuja.
Abuja. And how has
Just
it
for
been?
a short stint. I was in Benin before then.
Okay. And how has it been since 2014?
You know.
Yeah, so you know. Mr. Iwara,
Darling.
he
My
is
in-law.
a lawyer.
Mm.
We have a doctor right in front of me. What was your official career path before?
I mean, but I've never worked in a 9 to 5 before, but I studied geography science
Okay.
in UI. But I mean, I never wanted to be an actor.
You never wanted to be an actor, so
It
how
wasn't.
come?
It wasn't in the plans. I wanted to be Batman at first. I remember I was
I
about.
mean, we all did. Spider-Man for me.
What's whatever you
Spider-Man
call
for
it,
me,
Batman.
yeah,
Always been,
Spider-Man
always
for
will
me.
be.
I was Princess Aurora in Voltron. I was many of those princesses.
When you
actually.
heard that?
Absolutely cannot relate. I've always wanted to be a doctor.
Sorry.
Since you were a child?
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's very serious focus.
As in, I'm saying, but
So
after,
bad.
Focus then. It's like it's in my old age. I started.
So now you want to be a princess.
I'm a princess.
Okay, you slave for a
Slave.
living.
Yeah,
You slave
facts.
for a living.
Princess treatment, soft life, all
Soft
day, every
life
day.
as it is
It
necessary.
suits you.
Thank you.
See, so yes, Efa.
yeah, Batman, and then after that, I watched too many American films that had Van Damme being a cop. So I didn't want to be a policeman.
You
I
wanted to be a cop.
Then after that, I wanted to be an agricultural engineer. Then I wanted to be a doctor. Then I failed JAM. And then I did my second JAM and I wanted to be a geologist. And then
Wow.
I ended up getting geography science.
Wow, what a journey.
That's an
And
incredible
Be a
journey.
lot of things.
how long have you been acting now?
Seriously acting since, I remember vividly, since October 2016.
October 2016. And
Yeah.
how's the journey been so far?
It's had its ups and downs, but it's been fun. It's been fun. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Fantastic. Jemima, my doctor. What is your breakout role? Or what was your breakout role?
Definitely Layla. MTV Sugar.
Ah, lovely. What was your breakout role?
I think it's actually Femi on Rumor Has It. On Ndani, funny
That
enough.
guy. That guy.
Yeah, I think it was that role. I think it
Oh
was
my
that
God,
role.
you definitely killed it.
Thank you.
What was your breakout role?
I don't think I had just one breakout role, you know.
Okay, if you-
Yeah, a couple, you know, it built up over a bit. I had a tiny role in Forbidden. I was always appearing, but it was a tiny role because I was just always there.
Yeah.
So people just like, aren't you that guy in the office? So it was like, that guy, like, he was barely speaking, but he was just
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's that guy in the office.
Yeah.
That's that guy in the office. Then he moved to, what did he move to? A couple other things. Then Smart Money Woman went on Netflix.
Yeah,
Then that happened.
yeah. Are you of the school of thought that roles should be given on merit or familiarity?
Define familiarity.
Say you're friends with the EP, you're friends with the producer, you're friends with the DP.
So, what I think it should be and what it is are two very different things. Let me stick to the one that I know.
Yeah.
I definitely think that role should be given based on talent. It should be on merit. You're an actor. It's like, it's unfair to people who actually have the talent and are dedicated to their crafts, and this is all that they know. It's I think it's highly unfair to them.
So say for instance now, Eso, my guy, you know, wonderful actor. Can I not give it to him based on familiarity? He's my friend.
You can, but if there's someone who suits the role better, it shouldn't be based on your friendship with him. It should be based on, this is a job, I'm looking for a professional. He's my friend, he's a professional. But if we're being honest with ourselves, I see that this actor will do, this actor is I don't know the word. Like this, it's better suited for this role. If that's what we're doing it based on, then I think it'll be better for everyone.
Sorry to jump in here, but I feel like if you are really friends with the EP or director or something like that, because I have friends who are directors and sometimes we're like, oh, I'm working on this script, I think you should do this. Sometimes I pull myself out because I'm a friend to the director or EP and I say, no, bro, I won't work for this. You know what? Talk to Eso.
Talk to someone else.
I feel like this guy could actually work better.
That's a real life story right there, by the way. Talk to Eso.
Funny enough, you know what I'm saying? That's
interesting because in this our industry, I've heard times, say for instance, someone says, oh, Bisola, can you get me Jemima's contact, her number? I want to give her this role. Actor to actor, actor to producer, actor to, you know. And then I'm like, hey, you want Jemima's number? Hey.
Why?
And she can act. How much do you want to pay Jemima?
No, but why?
Hey,
Why do you want to do
it
that?
happens, but that's
50K? Hey.
I can
pay me
pay for
30, I'll do
40.
it.
No, but
Yeah,
you know, there are
that's
a lot of,
exactly what it is.
That happens a lot.
That's exactly what it
a lot
is.
of times.
But that's just
People pull
horrible.
people down a lot of
That's
times.
just
They don't care that it's horrible,
outright
Efa.
wickedness.
They're looking to feed.
Yeah, because
But
Now, coming back to
it's
that.
karma. It's karma.
Coming to that, you said they're just looking to feed.
Yeah,
Do
everyone's
you
catering to
think? Do you
themselves.
think that as actors we are shortchanging ourselves with producers by just accepting any fee
Absolutely.
that
In
just
fact,
comes to because we want to feed survival?
we need a union. We need to sit together.
Union day now.
Me, I do
Union
it.
day, Sha.
Okay, no, but wait. For example, let's say Eso and I, let's say me, Eso and a few other guys, let's say we've done a couple of movies, we're in high demand, and we say, guys, let's collect 10 naira and nothing less. So what if Eso is going through financial difficulties at the time? Let's say Eso's 3 children need school fees. God forbid one has dialysis problems. And he needs the money at the time. Should he stand by us that are all comfortable? Or should he take 6 naira? Who am I to tell Eso what he can or can't do? Because I'm not in his house. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very delicate matter.
But the thing is, there's always going to be something with someone.
Yeah.
There will always be something. We are all dealing with different things. And if we continue to base it on that, people will not get what they deserve. I genuinely feel we need to have it. We need a regulatory body. Let's agree amongst ourselves as actors. I do it with my friends in the industry, my girls. Guys, if they call me for work, this is the base I will accept. This is it. Because I know that if I accept less than this, it's not fair to the rest of you. We need to actually, we're not saying be exorbitant with your prices, but we need to have an agreement that if anyone approaches you for work, this should be the base minimum. Yeah. This is the base fee. If I choose to now go way beyond that and they settle for someone who charges something closer to what we've agreed on, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Then now, another thing now, and the flip side, I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for getting paid more. But I'm now saying, so how do new acts, guys that are just on the horizon, come in? Because they can't collect the same amount of money that the in quote top dogs collect. You know what I'm saying? So there should also be that flexibility and room.
If
that,
we have
those guys can also come in and feed.
That's why I said we need a regulatory body where they will categorize you based on your years of experience and the level you've gotten to in your career. Yeah. Obviously, I won't charge what Adeswa is charging or what Genevieve is charging. I know. That's why I said amongst my girls. So I think about it this way. Anyone who's trying to cast Jemima Osunde, who are the other people they would consider?
Yeah.
They will look at Sharon Oja. They will look at Inidima Okoji.
Do you think we have enough conversations with producers about royalties?
I mean, I feel like when it comes to royalties, it goes both ways. As an actor, I don't think when you open your mouth to speak and demand something, back it up. If you're hiring me for a movie and I ask you for royalties because I believe that I deserve it on this project, because I know the value that I bring, and you don't give me the royalties, then I'll turn it down in a heartbeat. So I'm either going to do it if I'm happy or not. If I say, I want this, and I weigh it up, and you say no on the royalty front, but I still want to do the project, I will do it. Yeah. I've done some projects where I didn't even ask for royalties. And the project came out and did really well, and the producer, the director said, my G, this thing is doing better than we thought.
Does it have 2 heads?
This project is doing better than we thought. And you know what?
Here's something.
Next time that producer / director calls
That's
me,
an incentive.
I would see. We will ride or die. Like we're together.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? This person didn't have to.
Should upcoming actors ask for royalties?
I don't think it's time.
I don't think they're instead.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. For example, there's an act. So for example, we all know how it goes on set. Sometimes we have to work till 12 midnight, sometimes 2 a.m., sometimes overnight. I don't like it. But sometimes you understand, well, they've paid this amount for this place. We have to get the job done. You don't want to leave them hanging. There's an actress, Auntie, I'm sure you guys all know who it is. And I love her to bits. And she will tell you once it's 9 p.m. she's going, like, sometimes I have to beg her. Sometimes there's this thing we had, and then she was like, yeah. But because it's you, I'm staying. But she's paid her dues. One, we love her. She's getting older. And we all know, she has said it from before. 9 p.m. I'm going home. Now, there was one actress somewhere that said, 9 p.m. I'm going to. I leave. And I'm like, what? Yeah? Are you joking? Are you because they said, because Auntie, I said, do you know who Auntie is?
You're like, calling her Auntie for a reason.
Like, please.
Was there anything wrong with setting standards for yourself?
Not yet, dear.
That's the Nigerian factor.
But you know that you don't have to get to Auntie stage to set standards for yourself. Although Nigeria, if you do that, they'll blackball you, blacklist you, blackball things.
And for me, it goes back to the royalties thing. I'm saying don't try to fly before you run. Like, you know when you're in that space. You know when you're in that space to demand for certain things. Now
I get what you mean.
He's paid his dues.
I'm saying outside of the extras that you get from being in the industry for that long and putting in the work. I'm saying there's things that should be basic. My standard working time, I'm not a slave.
Also, the guild says 12 hours for
12-hour working day. So if I'm supposed to go beyond 12 hours and I'm unable to do it, I shouldn't be made to look like the bad person. Do you get what I mean? It's standard. It's standard. And nobody's coming to you to say, oh, here's what we want to pay you for overtime. That's not happening.
So, do you believe or think that there are cliques in Nollywood?
Oh, definitely.
Now, cliques in the sense that, you need to belong to a particular caucus.
Yes.
To be able to get certain roles and be on certain projects. Yes. It happens?
Yeah, it happens.
Jemima, do you think being in a clique helps move your career forward?
Unfortunately, yes.
It does.
Unfortunately,
yes. Is it necessary? Is it something we should do away with?
I don't think that we can. We have entered it too much. It's late.
It is a clique.
But there's definitely cliques. There's definitely groups of people that make things happen that you have to be affiliated with if you want to be a part of that.
Would you be blacklisted if you're not part of certain cliques? Or say you're affiliated with one clique, you can't be in the project?
Oh yes, there's some cliques that don't like certain cliques. So if you're working for this clique, you cannot work with this clique.
Wow.
Where are you people?
I didn't know.
I don't find cliques. I don't find cliques. I don't get it.
I know there's cliques,
sign
but
up.
I didn't know
Sign up
it was
for
that
me. Sign up.
I will give you a code.
I didn't know it was that deep.
Put it in his hand.
In your hand.
But I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was that deep to blacklist people.
This is news to you.
Man, if there are cliques, man, I had.
Fortunately for me, I'm a member of many of the cliques.
You spread your attention.
I'm everybody's friend. Look, I don't share people's battles. If you're fighting somebody, well and good. I wish you guys all the best. It's not my daddy's business. It does not affect my life and my destiny. People should be fighting. When it's time for us to work, hello, this one wants to work with me, I'll show up and do the job. This one wants to work with me, I'll show up and do the job.
And leave it at
my
that.
loyalty is to my career.
So do you think the cliques are just mainly for women? Because these guys, are you part of any clique? No.
You
Are you
used to
part
see
of
me
you?
anywhere weekly.
No,
No, I'm in a clique.
You're in a clique.
Which clique?
FIFA 22. Like,
Right.
That's a good click.
I'm
I
telling
knew
you,
you were going to
no,
say
That's a good
like
clique.
I have.
Do you know what? Even just us young actors,
It's a clique.
like that's
Yeah.
a clique.
I don't think so.
Not really,
Yes.
though.
I don't think
Of course,
so.
now
Oh.
we have old Nollywood, new Nollywood, veterans and the
So
new
I mean,
guys.
I wouldn't. It's kind of like a school. Like you have different sets. You know, that is bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's really about having fun, hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's me. Like I'm just chilled. Like,
Would
yo.
you like to be in a clique if you know that being part of these group of actors, producers, filmmakers is gonna put more money in your pockets, give
No.
you more mileage?
No.
No.
I don't want to be in any clique. Because
So I don't know, maybe because we're using the word clique.
Clique,
It's
okay,
not
then.
exactly.
Okay, cackles.
It's not even something that's spoken. It's just a thing of when you see this producer, you already know the actors they like to work with.
Yeah,
They
that's
use
what I
them
meant,
all
yeah.
the time. These are their people. These are their go-to guys. These are the people that they will look at these ones before they look outside of the
So
box.
now it takes us back to merit and familiarity.
And familiarity, exactly. So
Good
it's
job.
this is where me, I'm like, honey, I'm going to find a way to balance both. Where my talent is there, but at the same time, I'm going to make sure I have a cordial enough relationship with everyone. So nothing's blocking me from work. But it's an unspoken thing. Obviously, I won't come to you and say, Efa and Bisola in my clique. No, but if I want to produce a film, I know the people I'll think of first. Is if those people are not like available, I'll now look outside.
Jem, so really you don't know that we have an actors guild?
In my entire career, I've never been a part of a guild. I've never been approached. I don't know where to find them. And I'm not new in the industry. So I feel like if they were an efficiently, actively working guild, I would have interacted with them at least once in my entire career.
But as
It's not
actors,
happened.
yes, I'm also on the side where I'm not, been registered with the Actors Guild, which is more of me as an actor in Nigeria. But there's so many of us. Are you part of the Actors Guild?
No, I actually didn't really know about
You
it.
didn't really know about it. Not very many people know about it. But
Let me give you
yes,
an example. It's like, say, I'm paying an insurance company for my health insurance. And then when I'm ill, I can't see anybody to claim my insurance from. So I've never seen an instance where.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're not paying.
But I don't know
dues.
No, it's not even the payment of the dues.
Yeah.
I'm saying like there's a guild, right, that's supposed to be looking out for the actors.
Yes.
Do you know any actor that has benefited from the guild?
Well, I don't know any actor that. So have you benefited from the guild?
So far,
You're
no.
part. You're
Yeah, I am
part of it.
the
How long
guild.
have you been part of this guild?
Almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Have you no benefits?
But
whatsoever?
where's like the head office, man?
So
How do we
I
find
picked
them?
up my ID from Surulere.
Yes, yes.
That's where the
it's
head
Surulere,
office is.
yes, it's
And
Surulere.
one of the reasons why I knew about the guild, obviously, but one of the reasons why I registered and was encouraged to register because I shot with the secretary one time.
You
And
had direct contact with
yeah,
them.
I was going to do it because
Yeah, I
I was
keep
going to do it, but
procrastinating. I keep saying
and a
I'm
lot of
gonna
people
do it.
want to do it as well.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
young
I
Nollywood
like,
people
like
want
I
to
feel
do
like
it.
I feel like
But
they should be a bit more outspoken.
I was,
So it's
yeah,
like
but
people
I
know
was
about it,
encouraged
yeah.
because at the time I was filming, the secretary was there, so she just spoke to us about it, and I saw a lot of people there still didn't register, but I saw the merit in registering, even if it was just for minute purposes. So you were talking about insurance, so maybe because I've not filed a claim yet, I don't know
Yeah,
but
you don't know.
maybe if you take your complaints to them,
Yeah, but
they might
since-
do something about it.
I'm pretty sure
But
we're
they have
not the
rules
only ones
and
that
regs.
don't know. You're not the only one that doesn't know much about the Actors Guild. Maybe there's a disconnect between the older veteran actors and the newer younger generation. So how do you think we can merge it? How do you think we can make make it more known?
They should maybe get representatives in the new generation of actors, because
Yeah.
I can gather 50 of my colleagues in my age group, and maybe only Eso is the only one signed to the guild.
Sure.
I don't know that the rest of them even know about the guild. If you ask me now, where can I find the guild? I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I
Actors
think
Guild of
we should
Nigeria,
just take it
yes.
upon ourselves to research, reach out. Maybe if we speak up or speak out, the fellow young actors will be like, you know what, I want to be part of this as well.
Yes.
Efa, I'm coming to you with this one. Let's talk criticism.
Okay.
How do you feel when your movie is critiqued with so many negative comments? Because as actors, we've probably done one film, even before it comes out, they're like, oh God, please let this movie not come out. Oh God, let this movie not come out.
Yeah.
When you're not here sometimes, maybe if the producer has told you, oh, it's going to go to cinema, and you're like, okay. And the next thing they're like, oh, you know what? It's no longer going to cinema. Yes.
But so I mean, first of all, that's why I believe in trying to choose your projects wisely, so that you try to avoid that.
Wait, you are saying
No, I'll come back to
because
it.
because you read some scripts.
And the execution is different.
Execution is
facts.
True, very true. So
what happens
in that situation? It's something that I have learned to take in my stride, and that is art is very subjective. So you can see this cup and think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Some others can see it and think it's just atrocious. And I only listen to there's a word I'm looking for. For lack of a better term, I'd say sensible criticism. So if we see a movie and a person says, this movie could have been better, but this was lacking, that was lacking, why did that happen? For me, I take it in my stride and I learn from it, so that next time, maybe when I'm either producing, directing, or acting or something, I can be like, bro, this thing don't go work because based on X, Y, Z. Yeah. But what I've learned to avoid is senseless criticism, because you have no idea how hard it is to make a movie. People are putting their blood, sweat, and tears on the line here. You know what I'm saying? So first, when I see a movie and it's not so great, first of all, I applaud whoever made it. First of all, that I'm telling you, no.
Efa, not the lie. This is for good guy.
No.
So how do you handle criticism?
I'll applaud you first.
Negative is a lie.
I swear to you. Then after that, I cannot
we
say
did ourselves. We have our WhatsApp groups, Instagram groups. Where we first of all DC.
Bisola, if you do a film, you direct or produce, and the film no make. You know me, I'll call you and say, or if you see, I probably won't call you if I see you. I'll say, you tried though.
But that nonsense.
I'll say I appreciate your effort. But that sound, how far now? Like, what happened?
Two of my friends were in a movie that was released some months ago. And, we're working together. And they were like, how far? And, both of them were like, I don't even know why. I don't know that you know what I'm talking about. No, that, what's even annoying me is that people are now recording that part that I did not say. And I'm posting it and tagging me. I know repost. So it cracked me up so much. And I'm like, you know what? We are guys. We can yab.
Yeah, sure.
But how does that affect you? Say for instance, you know how much you're putting into your craft. You want to be number one and all of that. But you put out a project and execution is different from what was on the script. Edit too is now nonsense again. How do you handle such criticism, negative criticism?
Early on, it used to pinch me a lot, because I'm one of those people that are always in my head and things like that. So early on, it used to pinch me and I used to be mad about it and just be by myself. But like Efa said, it just depends. You have to sift it. If you have to get the ones, because people would just come at you, like when you're giving criticism, like our thoughts, you have to be specific with them. Like broad spectrum criticisms are usually just coming from the mouth of people who don't mean well or whatever. Yeah. So if you are specific and you come at it with and you come from an angle where you're trying to correct as opposed to bash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like
I will take it.
That's what I was looking for.
Exactly.
Constructive.
Constructive. Remember, you're rude.
So the best. That's it. So if you're coming from an angle where you're trying to correct and be constructive about it, as opposed to just trying to bash and put down, that works.
You now use constructive. Don't collect.
I already passed my message already. My message passed now. No, correct. That one, John. Collect up for end.
Jemima, what about you? How do you handle criticism?
I know how to laugh at myself. So before you've told me, I already know half the time. So whatever energy you're coming with, if you choose to be constructive, if you choose not to be, that's for your pocket. Before you've seen it, I'm not an idiot. I've watched the film. I've seen it too, honey. I've seen it. If you come constructively, we can probably have a conversation, banter, and laugh at me, and dead it. If you come with insults, I'm usually triggered. I'm new year, new me. I think. I'm gonna try not to reply as many people this year.
Don't worry. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Don't put any pressure on
because
yourself.
People always have this mentality, oh, because you're the actress and you're on TV, you should be the bigger person. Honey, I weigh 50 kg. Half the time, I'm not the bigger person. I'm not. Let's just be honest. It's so much. Oh, because you're the one on TV.
Yes, you are the celebrity. You are the famous person.
Between my job and your job is that my job is putting me on TV. I'm working to feed myself and afford my life. Yep. Let everybody understand that one first before we move on. So if you come to me insulting me, using words that you think I can't use on you, then obviously you're not ready, and I'll give it to you hot and spicy. That's how it is for me. But new year, new me.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up now. So I'm just gonna throw this one question, or two in one question. I'm gonna start with you, Jemima. What particular ritual or skill do you have to do to make you the great Jemima that you are, and also the great Efa and the great Eso? Like, what extra skills do you think you can share with people, upcoming actors, even the actors that are already cemented in the foundation of acting?
I don't know that there's anything really. What's wrong with you?
It was cemented. I was not thinking about a building construction foundation. Sorry, I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just processing it differently.
Right before I have to speak.
Sorry.
To be honest, there's not anything that's very intentional. I have a lot of big sisters in the industry that I talk to.
I'm not in your clique. That's what they're spinning me.
I know, right?
I'm giving you high. Why you want to calm down?
I will give you your own code very soon.
Yeah, I just have people that I talk to, people that keep me grounded. I would say it's very important to find yourself. Know yourself before you enter the industry, because we know what it's like on the inside. It's very easy to be influenced, and not all the time positively. Yeah. So know exactly, tunnel vision, know what you're there for, know what you're doing, and have a relationship with people outside of the industry. It's also nice to keep you in tune with reality. And watch yourself. As cringe as that is, it's very important.
Yeah, it's not something I like it to do.
I don't really enjoy it.
I don't like the sound of my voice.
Because it's also apart from the fact that it helps you see your growth. Because when I watch things that I shot in like 2014,
you're like,
I'm still praying for the hard drive to crash. But I can see the difference between then and now. And it's good, it's encouraging to see that you're not stagnant. You're learning on the job. You're getting better every day. And just allow yourself to know that it's like any other job. It's just little differences here and there. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't let anybody dictate your life because of celebrity. You're a regular human being if you want to be, and that's fine. And that's how I've chosen to live my life. Everybody else will be okay.
Fantastic. What about you, Eso?
I don't know. My advice would be to be open to the process. Basically, allow everything come to you, and don't try to shield off parts of it, because everything just adds to your experience and adds to your growth, and that's how you become better and more well-rounded. So yeah.
Fantastic. Wise man has spoken. Mr. Iwara, final word.
Final word. First of all, whether a Christian, Muslim, or a traditional practitioner, you have to believe in something, given a greater power, because dark times will come. Dark times will come and you want to give up. But first of all, don't. Persist. I'm Christian, I pray. Also, allow yourself be. Sometimes open yourself up. Don't be like this. Also, don't look at competition. I mean,
it's hard.
It's hard. So,
right?
So look at competition, but don't look at it with bitterness in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, I'll not forget, first I met Uzo Rukwe.
Okay.
I had him on some web series, and someone had spoken to me about the role before, but it didn't work. So I was curious about the show, and then I didn't even know, I was like the only guy who didn't know Uzo in the industry. Uzo knew everybody, we had to be mutual friends. And I'm watching the show, I'm like, who's this guy? This guy's killing it. Like, what's he doing? This is amazing. And then James calls me like some weeks after and says, oh, you're going to do Unbroken, this series. I'm like, so who's my best friend? Uzo, I'm like, oh, that guy. So first day Uzo comes on set. I'm running to him. And I forget that this guy doesn't know who I am. Like, we're not friends.
Yeah.
And I run, I'm like, yo, man, I'm just... So he thinks I'm joking, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, I saw what you did in that show. It was amazing, this. How did you do this? How did you do that? So for me, we are, in this age grade, a couple of guys that I work with, it's like friendly combat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go for an audition together, and we're all going for the same role. But I don't hate you. Yeah. I hope to get it. I will do my best. I admire you. I respect you. I will watch your stuff and I will study and say, that's really dope. And if I need advice, I'll call. If you need advice, call me. So be open. Don't have bad belly. Don't be jealous. Be
so
open.
You don't hinder yourself.
Yeah, don't hinder yourself.
All right.
Aspire to aspire.
And then let me hear what get out. Just don't hate anyone, man.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Jemima. Thank you very much, Eso. Thank you very much.
You didn't tell us your...
My own what?
Yeah, because
You're
you're also
ritual.
an actor.
Yeah, you're also an actor, so please.
Why are you guys putting me on the spot?
I beg,
It's your show.
please. Sorry.
Answer the question.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Are you the host?
No, I want you
the host of Real
I want
Talk?
you to, please.
So,
Yeah, tell us.
okay, for me, what I always do and I still do as an actor is prep myself for the craziest situations. I ask myself the most ridiculous questions in front of the mirror, the most controversial questions in front of the mirror, so that on my feet, spontaneous, I know how to defend myself or just shut it down. Like, it's hard. Sometimes my daughter walks into my room and she's like, "Who are you talking to?" Talking to myself. If you come up as though you're crazy, I act a lot in front of the mirror as well, and it helps. Again, it may come off as crazy. I'm sure many of us do it, but yeah, it just helps me deliver better. And as you said, no bad belly for my co-actors.
Yeah.
Just enjoy, absorb,
just
take it all in,
yeah.
and just enjoy it. Life is too. I guess maybe because I'm getting older now, I just feel like life is easy. Maybe I'm not sure this was how I thought maybe 10 years ago. I'm not sure, but right now, take things easy. Practice in front of the mirror. Not everyone is dragging with you. Not everyone is in competition. Not everyone is competing
Tell
with
that to Nollywood.
you. Not everyone is competing with you.
Like,
The way you dress, the way you look,
We
everything.
unpack that another day.
Is
What you just said.
No,
You
you
can
gotta tell that to
Nollywood.
Nollywood.
Nollywood, yeah. So just be you, enjoy the process, and just have fun. Yeah. So thank you, Jemima. Thank you, Eso. Thank you. Yeah, because you put me on the spot.
But I mean, you're prepped based on what you just said.
Oh wow! Thank you, Efa.
Practice
Thank you
front
very
of
much.
mirror.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, guys, for enjoying our Thriving in Nollywood episode. I'm sure you on the outside will have a lot of comments about us in Nollywood. Those of you also aspiring to come into Nollywood, share with us things that you think should happen, especially with the Actors Guild. We'd like to hear some more from everyone who's watching, things that you think we need to implement. On our own, we're going to do our personal Google searches and, try to be part of this and make it more popular so that all actors can be part of it. But I've had so much fun today with Efa, Jemima, and Eso, and I definitely would love to hear from you in the comment section. Until next time, guys, au revoir from me to you.